Hi guys, how's it going? I'm Lorraine and welcome to my channel. Now just before, thank you, I dive in there and pull your cards for today, I just like to say I am an experienced and professional holistic and spiritual counsellor and mentor, and I offer 100% money back guarantee for image readings, tarot readings, also the programs, as well as spiritual and holistic mentorship and counselling. Also, advice to help you with union with self and union with your person. Just check the details in the description box below this video for more information. So let's dive in there and let's see what messages the cards have for you, for both you and your person's love journey thus far. Messages for the collective. Alright, let's go. Wow, so you were coming in with the Emperor, and you were also coming in with the Death card here in your reading. So the Emperor connected to Aries. Aries is ruled by Mars here, guys, and Mars is in Leo at this time. You're also coming in with the Death card here, ruled by Scorpio here in your reading, and Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. Now let me just make sure. Okay, Pluto's in Pisces at this time. Let me just have a look at this, eh? Hey guys. Well, what I get there in your reading, it's coming in as your person and what your person is doing at this time here, guys. Let me just make sure. See, what I get here is that your person is purely focused on what they need to do for themselves. I also get here in your reading is that there's a huge light bulb moment that your person has actually gone through. That light bulb moment could have been a realization here on, here of course, their emotions here, but what were those emotions attached to here, and why was it attached? You're coming in with patterns and habits here in your reading when you're coming in with the Death card. Yeah, of course, this is talking about a transformation for your person, but I actually get here in your reading, it's the start point. It's only just begun here. But it comes in, well, what I'm picking up here, it comes in as, well, what I want to say is lies here, guys. Lying to themselves that certain things weren't a problem, that things were okay, situations and experiences that your person has been through. And of course, this has to do with others as well, because with the Emperor guy coming in, your person is finally seeing the truth here. See, that's what they recognize here, the truth about themselves and their reality here. But that truth is coming in by way of your person's environment, by way of your person's upbringing here, your person's foundation. There is a lot to be said when it comes in with these two cards here. See, it comes in with trust is what I'm getting. Learning to trust oneself again, but it comes in as, for your person, what they also recognized here is when they lost that trust in themselves, and where they lost the trust in others, here. See, they, in their way, they trusted here in your reading. But what they trusted here, guys, may have been patterns and habits. Because those patterns and habits for your person, especially if you're coming in with transformation here, gave your person a sense of comfort here, a good feeling about themselves here, yet it was only short-lived here, okay, where your person had to keep seeking those feel-good moments for themselves here, where they would overindulge in substances is what I'm getting. Yes, of course, alcohol, drugs, but it could also come in as gambling. There, you've got video games, movies, TVs here, guys, the TV, music here in your reading. See, it's not just one toxic pattern here of behaving or habit here, guys. There is more than one. Well, when you come in with the death card. Yeah, this is deep for your person here, because they can't ignore it anymore. See, what's also coming in here for your person, what they also recognize here is that in a way they did it to themselves. Because there's what pain, hurt and fear. Yeah. And a positive note here, guys, is that they recognize it as what I'm getting. The past here and how it has impacted on their childhood to their adult life. I want to just keep going on this one here, guys. See, it's the transformation here in your reading that your person is wanting to do. So they have this end goal on where they see themselves, the type of person, the better person they want to be. Because obviously here, guys, you make your person want to be a better person. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so they know where they want to be. They know who they want to be here, okay, to become, to transform into here. And what it also talks about here in your reading, it comes in as, why didn't I do it before? That's where I spoke about they blame themselves here in your reading for not making the changes, in a sense here, because they've always known that they needed to change. But what I get here is that they didn't have the tools to create the changes. Well, they may not have seen how they could do that, how they could change, because this is deep here, guys. This is coming in as unresolved, painful and hurtful memories here of a pain, hurt and fear of neglect, abandonment and rejection here in your reading. See, they recognize their own toxic patterns of behaving here. That's what I'm also picking up. See, with the Emperor guy, what it's telling me here in your reading is that they know it. They now know it. And in saying that, what it also talks about here in your reading is that your person's emotions, in a sense, can be quite overwhelming at this time because there's a lot happening. Even though you're coming in with the Emperor and the Four of Swords here. Alright, let's keep going here, guys. Whew. Yeah, it is. What I just want to say here, guys, it's like a purge for your person is what I'm also getting. The purging out those emotional toxic, they're not emotional toxic patterns and habits here, guys. It's the patterns and habits here, okay? And what those patterns and habits actually create within your person in terms of the way in which they think, that feel good feeling here, guys, and also their heart space here, their emotions and their feelings here. Yeah. Well, see, but it's also, well, it's also coming in as the truth about others for your person, which will be huge. And you do see that. All right, guys. Okay, let's keep going. See, what I also get there is that your person has always had this idea, I'm going to call it an idea here, guys, that they had their freedom, that what they were doing represented freedom, but now where they're at this point in time, the freedom is the end point for your person, this better version of themselves. That's what I'm picking up here as well. Which is why I'm saying that this is just the start. They're at the start here. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. Ooh, thank you. All right, let's go. All right. Oh, wow. Okay, so you have the Tower, the Six of Wands, you have the Five of Cups, and you were also coming in with the Seven of Cups here. Ooh, could understand everything I've spoken about here, guys. Okay, when it came to this Emperor guy, your person, this is exactly what's happening here. Okay, now let me just keep going here. It comes in as why your person behaved a certain way. The obstacles and the challenges here for your person. How else can I explain that here? It's to break, what I'm getting here, guys, is to break a cycle that your person was in. and this cycle they had no control over. That's what I'm getting. It's almost like they had a need to be with other people here. You're coming in with a person that had multiple relationships here in your reading, with the Five of Cups and the Seven of Cups here. All right. Let me just make sure. Yeah. See, when I spoke about they did a lot, they actually created it themselves. What they created was awkward situations here. But to cover that up, I think that's the best way, or to overlook it, your person, they knew what they were doing, but what I get here in your reading, it was to change meant social standing. It's coming in that way for your person. I get they couldn't change, but they tried to change here. But it meant for your person to end out a cycle. That's what I'm getting. And what it also talks about here in your reading is that they didn't want to end out the past cycle. When I spoke about that purge of that toxicity or that toxic pattern of behaving, that's what the Tower and the Six of Wands is talking about here in your reading. See, deep within your person here, I was getting guilt. They feel guilty here, but they feel guilty for their past actions. But also it's like there was a need, is what I'm getting here, for your person, and this need they weren't able to stop here. It does come in as craving here. If your person had a drug habit here, they couldn't stop smoking drugs, even though they knew that it wasn't good for them here. But they may have there were situations here, I'm talking about this awkwardness that your person felt here in your reading. I'm just using drugs as a scenario where your person, they may have been in a career or a profession here where they had to actually say they weren't a druggie, or they didn't take drugs, or something along those lines, where they had to keep that habit here under wraps. But people knew that your person smoked drugs, drank alcohol here. That's how it's coming in. Had a gambling addiction. It's coming in that way. This could also, like I said, I get here for your person is that they had multiple partners, is what it's saying. And in a way here, your person created it here. They created that, not so much the fact that they had multiple partners, they created this persona here, this appearance, this magnetism here, where they attracted a lot of people towards them, potential partners here. Okay, and what it can talk about here in your reading is that no matter where your person went, they always attracted attention. But it was something your person wanted. That's what it's talking about. They liked, coming in with the Emperor, they liked to be the center of attention. However, something's gone and happened here. And I do get here in your reading, it is because of you, the viewer, your person, like I said, it's a light bulb moment here. Your person recognizes now their own patterns of behaving and how this has become a problem here in your reading. See, what it also talks about here in your reading, it comes in as for your person, the people around them. It's like they egg them on. You know, they may put your person on a pedestal because they had so many relationships here, relations with people. Well, that's what I'm getting here. And with the Tower card, the Six of Wands, it was hard for your person. Or your person struggled to come away from that pattern of behaving, that behavior here. That's what the Six of Wands is talking about. To have that courage here in your reading, not so much to walk away here, guys, but to have the courage to work on it and figure it out as to why you have an addiction. Yeah. And taking the necessary steps to overcome that addiction and those habits. Yeah. All right, let's keep going here. See what else is happening here, guys. Yeah, because your person may have been quite popular in their social clique. Everybody liked your person here because of their personality. All right. But it can come in as a persona here, where in actual fact there was a deeper side to your person. All right, let's go. Hang on. Oh. 1 minute here. Ooh, guys. All right, so you're coming in with the Ace of Pentacles, the World card. You have the Ace of Cups, and you're also coming in with the Page of Pentacles here. That Page of Pentacles is actually coming in as the King of Swords here. Like I said, this is the beginning for your person here in your reading. Those aces are actually coming in as your person because of this transformation here, potentially here in your reading. If they do take the steps that they are wanting to. See, that's going towards you, that Page of Pentacles here. See, they've got to start off again. They've got to start from the beginning here. If they want to shop with you, it's coming in as a friend here in your reading. I do get that your person knows that. Here, let me just do something here, guys. Yeah. What I get there in your reading is that they own here what they've done to others as well as yourself here. The way in which your person treated you while you too may have been in a relationship with this person, or your person came towards you here, okay? See, with the World card and the Ace of Pentacles, that's huge here, guys. Yeah, because that's actually the transformation here. It's the end point, if you ask me, coming in with the World card here. It's what it talks about there in your reading is that for your person, there is no other way to come towards you. Because coming towards you the way in which they did in the past isn't going to work. That's what they know here. Coming in with the Emperor guy here in your reading. See, they have to trust. Here, that's what it's talking about here, guys. They have to trust in themselves and the universe that this is the correct path to take. And this path that they are on at this point in time here, guys, is the truth about them and their reality. It's the truth about their toxic behavior here, and it's also coming in as emotional wounding here, guys. Let me just get that one more time. Yeah, unresolved emotions here from a past pain, hurt and fear. Like I said, this is big. This is huge for your person in order for them to take the action here, to show up here in your reading. First, they have to deal with what's going on over here, and it is an obstacle and a challenge for your person, is what it's talking about here, what I'm picking up here. It makes it, it's just awkward. This situation that your person is dealing with is so awkward for them because they have a reputation. This is what they're recognized for here in your reading. And they want to, it's like when you have a reputation or you're known for being an alcoholic or you're known for gambling here. All right. But they're wanting to change that here in your reading. They're wanting to. There may be self-doubt here with your person. Can they do this? But not only that, will you still be interested in this person? Hence why they're coming through as a Page of Pentacles. This person will show up in a sense here, guys, potentially here, and when they do, it's going to be your choice. That's what it's saying here. Because they too need to fill their cup of love. That's what the Ace of Pentacles, the World card, is talking about here. And what I get there in your reading is that they can't control what you're going to do. Yeah. All right. Oh, there. Thank you. All right. Let's see what the advice card is. I think I'm going to get the same card. All right. Let's go. Advice card. Oh, there it is. All right. So you have the Hanged Man card. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. They love you and they definitely want to come towards you here in your reading. There is still a lot that this person has to deal with in their own environment here. Know that they are. This is what it's also talking about. And what I'm also picking up here in your reading is that there's a lot of judgment happening here when it comes to your person. Okay, they're figuring things out when it comes to other people, is what I'm getting. They're going through heartbreak here in your reading. But that heartbreak is attached to your person's past here. Everything I spoke about in the beginning. They are wanting to walk away. But I get here in your reading is that your person has chosen solitude in a sense here. To think about things. They are focused. They cannot be persuaded at this point in time. Here, what's awkward here in your reading is what your person is having to deal with in order to come to you. The changes that need to happen here. Because they know there is no other way here for your person. That's what it talks about. What I also get here in your reading is that there are sacrifices here, and it comes in as what movies here, music. It comes in as what your person needs here or does in order to kind of overindulge, yeah, in these toxic patterns and habits. That's what they need to be looking at. And I do get here in your reading is that your person is taking certain steps to do that. All right, I am going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your reading, guys. Yeah. Ooh. And I will catch you later.